Welcome to 3 Good Minutes. I hope these are good minutes for you. They're going to be good for me as I remember a woman in my church in San Diego in the early 1990s. Her name was Flora. She was in her 80s at that time, and I'm here to tell you, she was a very hostile lady. She'd volunteer in the office, always hostile, yelling at me and the associate minister and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, my goodness, where does that come from? Where does this come from? Why is she that way? She loved world missions. She had visited a lot of world missions. She gave a lot of money to them, especially. We learned that later on, that I'll tell you about. But here, Flora had bad knees and had both of them operated and replaced at the same time. And so this was the first time that I was able to come to her home. And I left there seeing her and thinking of her very differently. She told me about the time that she was dropped off at an orphanage. She told me about one family that picked her up and took her home, but for whatever reason returned her after 3 months. Another family got her, returned her after 3 months. And then it was a minister of a church, the church I served, way back when, who took her home. And she grew up in that particular home. And she turned to me and said, "Dick, I have never felt like I'm wanted any place." And a tear came to my eye. And then I understood. When you are understood, you are forgiven. I mean, no big deal. I didn't need to forgive her for being so blurty all the time and critical. But I hope that someplace along the way, she could feel the sadness I felt at that, in that particular moment, and know that she is loved. She died. Her estate was given 20% to World Outreach, poor people around the world, and the rest to all different kinds of charities. To be understood is to be forgiven. Now I understand the pain in all of the criticisms she gave to so many people. And I wish the opportunity someday, maybe on another shore, to say, "Flora, I love you. I really do love you." May God help us on the path of understanding, most especially to those that are sometimes most irritating. Amen.